What's up, guys? It's not your boy Jace Corbett of Team Sanctum, back at it again with another deck profile. Instead, it's your almost boy Connor Morrell, here to interview your boy Jace Corbett of Team Sanctum about a deck profile he built a couple days ago after seeing that a new Link monster was coming out in Circuit Break. Jay, why don't you tell us about this deck?
Because I have
why don't you tell us about your deck, Jay?
I had this deck.
This new deck, I want to see, you think you're confident in your ratios. I want to see what this deck is. Come on.
It's Spyrals.
You haven't told me about it. It's a surprise. Oh, Spyrals, really? Jay, that's outside of your character, man.
I hate you so much right now, Connor. Yes, it's Spyrals. It's going to be lit when Spiral Helix comes out. I had this deck built before.
Since yesterday.
I did not have this deck built. I hate you so
Bandwagon.
much. It's not bandwagon. God damn it. But yes, I've had Spyrals built. It's lit. I like it. The effects are nice. So we're going to get right into the deck profile.
All right, cool. Let's check out this brand new deck Jay built.
All right, it's right here. It's centered.
Yeah.
Make sure you zoom in. Make sure it's like all in there.
It's there.
It's there. All right.
Yeah, let's check out this new deck.
So we're going to start off with 3 super agents. Is it still centered?
Yeah.
All right, 3 super agents. Super agent is basically the MST of the deck. You special summon them by declaring the correct card that's on top of your opponent's deck, which is monster, spell, or trap. Special summon them, and then you just pop a spell or trap card on your opponent's side of the field. It's pretty lit. He has to be summoned by a Spyral effect to get that effect also, just to let people know.
All right.
And then we run 3 quick fix. Yes, I know I only have 1 OTS super, but I'm going to plan on getting 2 more. That's true. I probably am a scrub. But quick fix is the most broken card in this deck because none of his effects are once per turn. You get to search for a Spiral Gear card, and you can just discard a card if you control a super agent on the field to special summon him. It's really broke. Gear Drone, he basically stacks the deck, and you know what's on top of your opponent's deck. And then if you tribute him and target a super agent, you can boost super agent's attack by 500 based on how many cards are on your opponent's side of the field.
Broken.
Yeah, it's probably broken. Run 2 Spiral Last Resorts. Equip it to a Spiral monster. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, and it cannot be targeted by card effects. And if you tribute a card that you control on your side of the field, the monster can attack directly that turn. It is so stupid because if you combine it with this motherfucker right here, Spiral Sleeper, he can basically just be a Dryden for Spiral. So like you summon him by banishing 3 Spiral cards, and then you summon him, and then you equip Spiral Last Resort to him because his effect is target a Spiral card on the field and up to 2 other cards on your opponent's side of the field and blow him up. So you would equip Last Resort to Sleeper and then target Sleeper himself, target 2 other cards. Sleeper won't be destroyed because of Last Resort, and then you pop 2 other cards on your opponent's side of the field. That's it for the Spirals in the main. Run 2 Ghost Ogres because Ghost Ogre is still good, but like sooner or later I might have to switch over to Ash because of the new meta that's going to be coming up. But yeah, he's still good. Gofu because I can summon him and I can go into Mrs. Radiant or Decode Talker if I need to. And for the 1-ofs, Glow Bulb for the Glow Bulb is literally there for the Nat Beast play, and then 1 Maxi for summon for draws and basically stopping my opponent from going off. So that's it for the monsters. We're gonna go into the spells. Still centered. All right, we're gonna go and talk about Spiral Resort because this card is actually broke if you really think about it. If you control, your opponent cannot target any of your Spiral cards with card effects. If you activate the effect of Spiral Resort, you get to add a Spiral monster from your deck to hand, but at the end phase, you have to shuffle back in a monster. Doesn't matter what it is, shuffle back in a monster into the deck to be able to keep this live during your opponent's turn. Then 2 Terraformings to search it out. And then for the Spiral, and then we're gonna show off Spiral Gear Big Red. I know it's not super because supers are like $15. We're about to be 20 here soon. Spiral Gear Big Red is basically the Monster Reborn of this deck, but its effect is a hard once per turn. If you imagine if this wasn't hard once per turn, oh my god, this deck would be even more lit than it is right now. But yeah, that's essentially all it is. Oh yeah, and your opponent can't destroy the monster by battle if that's equipped to him. And if you pop it, it doesn't destroy the monster. It literally just gets rid of the effect of like they can't be destroyed by battle. Run 3 Machine Dupe because if you open with this, a quick fix, a resort, and a 1-for-1, and your opponent has nothing to stop this, you just snowball them and you basically got game. Like they can't do nothing. You literally win. Spiral Gear fully armed because boosting your Super Agent's attack by 1,000 is pretty lit. Make them like 2,934 if you have Mrs. Radiant out on the field. And you know, banishing a monster you destroy by battle and non-target banishing a card on your opponent's side of the field is pretty lit. Like I like it. 2 instant fusions because Thousand Eyes Restrict is a card and Sea Monster Theseus is a card. And yeah, that's essentially it. Foolish Burial so you can put Glow Up Bulb in the grave and make it live. 1-for-1 because this card is super fucking stupid if you open up with a Gear Drone, this, and like, or even just Quick Fix himself and this, and like some other cards to combo off with. It's just nutty. And then 1 right Geki to clear board. So that's it for the spells, the traps. Runs 1 Spiral Gear Utility Wire. You would think you would need to run 2, but you really don't, because if you can have this set, have a sleeper, and have a bunch of other monsters that they can't beat over, and you have Spyral Resort up, then essentially by doing this, you set your opponent back like so many turns, because then they draw into the same card that they just like activated or summoned or something, and it just sets them back by like a lot. And then finally, Solemn Brigade. That's essentially it. We'll move on to the extra deck. So for the Gofus, obviously 2 Link Spiders, so that you can either go into Mrs. Radiant or go into Deco Talker. It's the basic play with Gofu, especially with this deck. Instant fusion targets, like I said, Thousand Eyes Restrict and Sea Monster Theseus. Those are the instant fusion targets. Obviously, Thousand Eyes absorbs, and Sea Monster Theseus is just a tuner. And then we're going to go into the Synchros, run Ancient Fairy Dragon, because there's a lot of decks now that use field spells, so like summoning this out, like turn 2 and your opponent can't stop this, you get to pop their field spell, add your own field spell, and then you can activate it and go off with it. And if you summon this turn 1 and you already are snowballing a field, you can special summon out like your Super Agent or your Gear Drone off his own effect and just keep it going, because you know, first turn doesn't matter if you can't do a battle phase if you build a big enough board. Coral Dragon, because draws and you get to pop a card on the field, and you can summon it with Sea Monster Theseus. Well, through Sea Monster Theseus, like through the level 1 Gear Drone or Quick Fix. Nat Beast, you know, stopping spells is pretty cool. That's literally it. It's a 2200 beat stick, or it can be a 2700 beat stick if Radiant is out on the field. Stopping spells is cool. Like, I really like it. Formula Synchron, because there's going to be situations where you can't summon out Nat Beast, and if you have Glow Bulb in the grave and you have like a Quick Fix or something, I mean, it doesn't hurt to summon this and just get a draw. Like, it really does not hurt. Like, if you guys have any suggestions for me to switch that out with something else, just leave a comment below. We're moving on to the XZs. Sylvan Princess Sprite card is broke because half the time I've always like detached and I reveal the card and it goes and shows me like a Solemn Strike or one of my other combo pieces so that I can keep going. And then the other rank 1 Ghost Trick Dualahan, target a monster, half his attack until the end phase, and then finally Castell, clear, basically remove like problematic cards on the field.
All right, cool. Really happy with those ratios for a deck you just put together yesterday.
I hate you so much.
Do you have any shout outs you want to do?
As always, shout out to Team Sanctum, shout out to all the members on the team. Shout out to like all of our subscribers and everybody that is supporting us, and thank you for like watching our content and like, you know, giving us suggestions, and thank you for just watching and like taking the time out of your day to watch our content. That's pretty much it.
All right, cool. Well, that was Jay's new Spyral deck. Like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Team Sanctum.
Also,
oh, I guess not.
No, like I was just gonna say, don't forget the Patreon in the description below.
Patreon's in the description below. Well, thank you, Jay Corbett
you're welcome.
of Team Sanctum.
Sure.
This has been Connor signing off.